Hit the play button. Can you get your hands out of my ass? Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Howdy, y'all. Blackout Brannon here today. As you can see, we're not in the normal situation. I'm not sitting at my desk. I'm not being a fat slob. I mean, I am being a fat slob, but that's beside the point because today we're building a PC. All right. So if you notice, we have lots of equipment over here. We got this fancy mic right here. We got this fancy mic right here. We got this fancy mic over here, and we got two cameras. Camera A roll, fixed camera position to give us a little bit more of a frame. We got a camera B roll over here, so that way I can switch between the cameras while I'm talking. And because of that, we got Mr. Audio Technician over there. Jason, come on in the screen, please. Also known as J Integer.
Hello. Got it.
Joining us as well is Biggie Jules, Corbin. Come on over. We're probably gonna have to believe his last name. And today, as you can see, we got lots of shit here. We got whole ass PC that we're going to be building. And we're going to be building it for my main boy Moth over here. Come on in and frame.
What?
Are we rolling? Alright, so right now we're going to be talking about all the stuff that we have set up here for today. So, you got to always start with a motherboard. And we're going to be going with a Ryzen base system for today. If you want to get a nice look here, you got a Ryzen B550X, or is it just B550F? Okay, so this is the Wi-Fi version. He doesn't have... We're going to be catering to him today. Should probably talk about the basics of what he's trying to do. He's trying to build a recording and gaming PC. Nothing that's going to be good, like, used for streaming a whole lot because doesn't have the greatest Wi-Fi, but being able to game, record, and edit. So, nothing super high-end, had a nice moderate budget, and that's what we're going to be running with. We're going to be having a little nice CPU cooler, Hyper 12. Hopefully there won't be any problems installing that. Got a nice modular power supply unit here. Anyways, moving on, we've got Ryzen 5 5600X, Ryzen's newest 6-core processor. I believe it's still the newest. Is that correct, Jason?
You know what? I wouldn't really know.
All right, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a fact check over here. It's a great CPU. It's what I run in my rig. It's what Jason runs in his rig. What the hell are you doing with my balaclava?
I'm wearing balaclava.
All right. What's up, huh? And then we've got just a 1 terabyte SSD, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and the gold for this is the GTX 1660. That is correct, right? 1660? Yes, sir.
How much did that graphics card cost?
Like $340, something like that.
It was more than that. It was like half the cost of the gold.
No, it wasn't 800. It wasn't even close to 700. It was like 400 something, yeah.
It was half the cost.
It was like 400.
It was like 400.
Here's gonna be the price check right here. Pretty sure it's 400. He's the one that paid for it, so he would know. All right, so I think the first way that we're gonna be doing this is we're going to be trying to set up the motherboard and then put it into the PC. That's how I see all the big YouTubers doing it. Does that seem about right?
Yeah.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Dude, on God, like I had it. How dare you? You ruined it.
You ruined it. You sound like my mom.
No.
You ruined it.
Can you get my Leatherman over there? Multi-tool.
Wait. I have the solution.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Oh, you ripped the box. What the
Yeah, I know.
If I cried.
Go and touch this shit over here. Can you bring me the box back over? The box on the table there. Okay.
There's a free tech tip for you.
Always try and put it on top of the box, helps you with the static. Speed of static, hold on to that. Thank you, sir. Wait, Corbin should be the hand man while you're doing the camera.
Magic videos training.
All right. So, do you know anything about where to put the RAM?
No.
All right.
I don't know. No, actually, I'm like, I'll do it.
You're supposed to put it in 2 slots. Vengeance LPX DDR4. Gonna go ahead and take off this film because it looks.
You didn't savor the peelies.
No, I don't. I don't not save the Achilles. I just go for it. What? Okay, so this one's weird. So mine, anytime I put it in, both of the clips come out. This one has a fixed clip and a open clip.
That was hot.
Here's the problem. Putting the hardware together is not going to be the problem today. In fact, the problem is going to be the software because this is a nice motherboard, don't get me wrong, but it is not the newest motherboard. And in fact, if it were the newest motherboard, it would be a piece of cake, but it would also cost twice the price. That's the RAM in there. 16 gigabytes of RAM, more than you'd probably ever need. Now let's take a look at the...
Mr. Blackout Brannon.
Yes, sir.
Should I wash my hands before this, by touching this?
It's probably a good idea.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. I'm a good boy.
So, there is a sticker here for you to put on the case if you so choose.
No.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Actually, what's the sticker? What's the sticker?
It just says Ryzen 5 5600 or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Ryzen 5000 series. Okay, so there's a little bit of an arrow on there. I'm not sure if you can tell on this corner right here. And it's supposed to line up with the arrow. Sorry, I get it wrong. The arrow that is right over here.
And that bottom of the cabinet is the trash.
And it should just sit right in place. See how it just fell right in place here?
Sorry.
It's okay. So as I was showing him, there's a arrow, and then you should just feel like that one just slid right in place. And then you're gonna should require almost no effort, and it does not come out. Now the other thing to put on the motherboard, besides that, would be the cooler. Cooler Master. It's a vertical heatsink. My preferred. Let's see what's in here. No thermal paste mounting brackets. Oh, it does come with thermal paste. Oh, that's beautiful. What a gem. There are several people that say you should do this, do that. Line of Sight Tips did a great video, and I'll try and link it if I can remember, that basically, as long as you don't put too much thermal paste on it, you're fine. Come over here, just put a little drop.
Oh, that's kind of hot.
Yep, that's enough. Do you want to put the cap on there?
I get to do something.
If not, I'm going to use something, literally anything, just to spread it. You don't need to spread it. Some people recommend against spreading it. I don't give a fuck. As Linus showed, it does not hardly matter. So I'm going to just... I'm going to just pull this up. So why do you spread it then? Because whenever you do the, they showed that it doesn't always get 100% coverage, okay? The point of the thermal paste is to give a little bit of a conductor in between the open spaces between, there's little tiny imperfections all over, okay? In between the flat space of the CPU and the flat space of the cooler. Sometimes those little imperfections cause problems, almost every time. So what I like to do is I like to put a thin layer and then just a that actually can be considered too much.
Mr. Brandon?
Yes, sir.
I'm having trouble learning with the distractions in class.
I understand. In fact, before we put on the cooler, we're gonna go ahead and cut. What the f is this? Alright. So now we have our cooler. Hopefully it mounts just fine. I'm so glad it came with thermal paste. This actually is a way bigger fan than I thought it was gonna be. That is freaking heat sink. Holy sh!
That good? Or bad?
It's amazing. How the shit does this thing gonna mount? This is some advanced freaking mounting, bro. I can't.
I'm helping.
So the way this mounts is dumb as shit. Alright. I hate this. Do you know what I'm doing right now? It looks like I'm doing all, doesn't it?
You look like you're trying to place your hands somewhere.
You're giving foreplay to the fan.
What's going on? Two.
What?
Three. Put the bad boy through.
You're gonna have to put that on there because my fingers do not.
The bad boy
They're not moving.
through.
The computer has claimed its first victim. Corbin is lost.
In the bathroom.
With no toilet paper.
Corbin is lost. And we have most of the cable management done in the front. We have most of the stuff we need to in order to cinch everything up. The only thing we're missing now is to plug in the GPU as well as the storage device. So that's going to be the basics of it, the hardware.
So, Brandon, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Why do you have a Christmas tree up in March? Also, more than that, you also still have Christmas decorations up on the wall, and you still have a little, like, Merry Christmas thing right by your door.
So, for the graphics card, we have a GTX 1660, which right about now is freaking gold. But
Santa always remembers.
it is a good graphics card nonetheless. It is not one of the 30 series, not one of the 20 series. The 20 series, the problem with the 20 series is whenever they came out, the biggest thing they brought was a small performance boost as well as RTX. This thing, if you're not running RTX, there's almost no reason to use a 20 series over a 10 series. I need a discharge. So this is a 2-slot card, correct?
2-slot card. Yeah.
So I shouldn't need the top two.
Sorry. I was still smelly stinky brain, and I had to process what you just said. For everyone at home, it is 11:30.
I've been up since 3 o'clock.
If you're in New York, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. If you're in California, it's 10.
Why does that matter?
If you're in Taiwan, it's 4 p.m.
Why do you know that?
If you're in Korea, it's 5 o'clock.
Why are you guys...
Good morning, Korea.
So now we have the GPU installed, got the power connected. Now what we have to do is install the SSD, plug it into the motherboard, and then take care of the wiring.
We're almost done. Not having barely done anything. But I'm having fun.
So we're gonna go ahead and put the panels on. Tomorrow morning we're gonna do all the software stuff, make sure it posts, install Windows, and make sure that the BIOS is up to date. BIOS probably won't be up to date because this is a new CPU, and I had to do a BIOS update for mine. Alright, go ahead and...
all right.
It's midnight. I'll call her back in a minute.
About that callback, Brandon.
We'll do what we call a move. We're gonna do the
The
old
move that we
called
had to do online.
the blitz scoot, where it's sit on your PC and then scoot the panel forward.
I don't feel comfortable with that.
Although I'm not gonna do it on here just because your front panel's glass. If it was metal, I would literally lay your PC down, sit on it, and then put this on.
Oh wow. Okay, all the fans are spinning?
No, this is fine.